Okay, where are we and what are we doing? 'Tis Daisy again. I'm up in Zelenor as normal. New patch came out today, which has cleared up the flashing textures business, which means our frame rate should no longer be affected, which was a bit of a nasty bug. Watched an interesting video on YouTube, Medics from the Wasteland. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description, about more to do with stomach contents, how much you should eat, what these various different things mean, how your blood regenerates, things like that. So those are probably, if you're seriously into your Daisy, this guy has done a lot of groundwork. He has a lot of experimentation, trying to figure things out, and he produces these really good videos. So I'll try to remember to put a link to his videos in my description, so you can go watch them. Definitely worth subscribing to his stuff, because this business, I really try to keep all this lot as bright green as possible, and I'm basically going to carry on eating until such a point that, because you have no way of knowing if you're basically really, really fat. To see what happens, basically. I know what happens is your stomach gets full. If your stomach gets full, then you throw up, and that's generally a bad thing for you. What's a sewing kit? Pristine. Worn. I don't think I can repair that. Worn. So, can I repair that? I have mended. Inspect. And they're still worn. I don't know quite what you've got to do to yeah, it's either that or the status isn't updating. It's like when you clean your weapons. It doesn't seem to update the status. It's still warm. Odd, isn't it? So we're on a normal well, we're on a hardcore server, so there's no third person here. Did play over the weekend on a regular server, and yeah, that was interesting. Played with a large group of people. That's another sewing kit. Don't mind you, is my sewing kit in good condition? It's worn. It's worn, so yeah. Yeah, I had a run out with a group of people. A couple of things to take away from that. It wasn't on a hardcore server, fortunately. It was on a softcore server, because that's how they like to play it. Noticed some massive performance problems when we were all together. You know, they were all complaining. They were all in one area, and they were complaining bitterly about the very poor performance they were getting. I was on the same server, but geographically in a different place, and didn't have any of the problems that they were experiencing. They were hopping the servers to try and get away from this problem that I think was actually related to the fact there was about 10 of them in one area. So yeah, but the other thing is they were into bandit hunting. Anyone got killed by a bandit on their TeamSpeak server and we would hunt the bandits down. And yes, I did kill someone. God, it was embarrassing. I'm so glad I wasn't recording it. The frame rate was so bad I couldn't do any recording. I had intended to, because I think I got through 3 clips of ammunition trying to kill this guy, because I was like dodging, being overly cautious, like normal, trying to keep out of his way, so he couldn't get a single bullet off at me while spraying through the doorway of the room he was in. Oh dear, lots of bullets. Took me many times. It was a complete disaster, and you guys would have laughed so hard at me. It's because I just don't play this game that way. Don't know why I even bothered looking in there. There's nothing there I want. Let's get down to the military. There's a little spot on the back of the supermarket that I like to stand on, because you can see down into the military, but I also like to nip in here although supermarkets aren't as good as they once were, I could do with having some more munch, couldn't I? These used to be good for loot. They don't appear to be so good anymore. Also, when it comes to the stuff status, I've been stopping on the first one. It's the second one you've got to stop on. But you have to actually stop, otherwise you'll throw up. And it takes a while to digest the food, but then you can eat more and get more energy into you. Right, I've got the first stuffed message. But you can carry on eating until you get the second stuffed message, and then you should stop. And it might take 15-20 minutes for that stuffed message and for your stomach to go down. Still not 100% certain on that. It was explained in those videos he did, but I didn't. Yeah. There was so much information coming at you from those videos that it was... So I've still got the lower. I could do with something to drink as well. So that still hasn't gone up to the next stuffed status, so let's carry on eating. Because you lose your stomach contents when you and you lose a lot of water. You lose 1,000 units of water. Mind you, if I carry on to the higher stuff status, I won't be able to drink. Mind you, it still says hydrated, so it's just not bright. I think I'll stop after this, apart from the fact this is the last bit of food I'm carrying. And I will have a drink. Oh, hang on, before I do that, I must remember to learn to do these things in the right sequence for speed. Still get messages like my stomach feels completely full, but this hasn't gone... I'm now hydrated. Because obviously water adds to your stomach contents, and your stomach contents has an upper limit. You get too close to it and bang, you throw. Right, now I stop. Except for I want to drop that and put that to there. So, and you see that has gone back. It's gone back to the I feel really full. I had very briefly, my stomach feels much more full than it's normal. And that went a nasty colour, and then very quickly it's gone back to the regular colour and says I feel really full. So yeah, these things they all change and move about. So I was just saying about in this particular area, I like to come along to here and up the back. I rarely, if ever, go in. Well, I still do go in. I suppose it's habit, but there's never anything much in there. What's the new school bag? I thought they were all pink, but that's a blue one with an igloo. Isn't it cute? 12 slots. It's not bad. I'm going to have a look now. I said I wasn't going to have a look because there's no point, but here I am having a look. That's bullets for my pistol that I don't use. That's the bear one. What's it called? This stuff. Hang on. Inspect. This is the Calm Bear. This, I think, is the ammunition for the SK, which I don't have. Although, thinking about it, swapping over to an SK wouldn't be such a silly thing to do. So, let's do that to see what happens. I think those are the SK rounds. Pretty certain it's the SK rounds. Oh, look, there's a little red one. And it's got a ladybird on it. And a burlap sack. I think they're cute. guys do have a sense of humour. So I stand up here because you can see either we've had a door closer in or that door is closed, which is pretty cool. So let's take a trot down there. There's not many people on the server. I mean, it's... Oh, hang on. There's a few more now than there were. But, hang on. Oh, we've got a couple of guys working as a team. You've always got to be mildly cautious of that. But, yeah. So this playing together with this large group over the weekend, it was lots of fun. But there were some performance issues. And their playstyle didn't really match mine, so I'll not know if I'll be playing with them again. But they're a nice bunch of people, and if you like going around in large gangs, that's great. And they're friendly unless you shoot first, and at which point you'll have about 10 of them on you, which slightly I mean, if I came around the corner here and found 10 guys, I would not be happy. Right, doors closed but no zombies. Sort of tells me, unless I see a zombie fairly soon, that we've just had someone has been through, but they're just into closing doors. Door closed? Door closed but no zombie, eh? Yeah. I can imagine them closing the outer door, but I can't imagine going through and closing all of the inner doors. So, let's go have a look. Oh, the inner doors are closed. So I wonder why there's... It must be a really anal door closer if he has closed every single door. That's that more of that calm bear stuff. Ooh, looks like that's getting full. Many pairs of boots. Ooh, some more ammunition. Do I need more ammunition? No, is the answer to that one. Really? I mean, it's there, but I don't actually need it anymore. Oh, some of the sounds, the ambient sounds in this game, still freak me the heck out. How many pockets do you have? You brown hunters. I think you're possibly getting her away from this green, attempting to look a little more civilian, if that makes sense. You know, I've got the Stetson on for a reason. There you go. Hello, baby. Can't imagine anyone has been through. So, pristine, badly damaged, pristine. And I don't want that sight, so bye. Badly damaged. Well, that's a nice pair of boots. Now, see, they'd actually match my brown. Oh god, it feels like the one thing I'm trying to avoid is like dressing like Barbie, the side of things, where people go, "Ooh, look at me, I'm wearing a silly outfit," and here am I then talking about, "Ooh, I'll have those brown boots instead of these green." Yeah, I think. Now, what condition are you in? Why is there nothing in my jacket? Did I completely mess up earlier when I was... Or did I? I can't... Hang on, let's first actually do what I'm doing. That's warm. That's pristine. Why is my jacket completely empty? Was it empty earlier? Have I made a stupid mistake? Oh god, I'm going to have to go back to that room, make sure I didn't foul up. Don't need any more of that. Don't need a red beret. Oh, my own memory is terrible. So, ooh, medikit now. What's your condition? Pristine. Badly damaged. So, so everything. The case is damaged, but everything in it is in reasonable condition, including some blood I found, and I don't know. Yeah, where's my pistol and my flashlight? How did I? Okie dokie. So let's drop that out. Pop that in. Drop that out. Pop that. Why won't it go? Oh, it's a 2. Duh. Yeah, how did I lose the contents of my... I'm going to have to go back and review my video, but I'm pretty certain if I come up here, I'm going to discover there's something on the floor with loads of things in the pockets, because I'm a muppet. That was the room, wasn't it? And there's all my... I don't understand. Idiot. Yes, absolute muppet. Sometimes I worry myself. No, antibiotics at the moment I don't think do anything. The layers of complexity in this game. What's another tin opener? Ooh, that's badly damaged. Can't even spray it up. I was about to say something, can't remember what the chuffing heck it is. Will it go in? No, not while it's coupled. Is that a head torch as well? Yes, it is. I think I'm still looking for... in one of these, I should have... Yes, I do. I still have that pistol. I'm still looking... I've got ammo for it, but I don't have a clip. Lots of little cans of drink and stuff. I will have that one this time, seeing that my... Do I need those? I'm not as if I exactly get through lots of ammunition now, is it? So, if we go to this and empty... Do like that little iron sight. I mean, if you're going to use an iron sight. So, where to next? Only a few of us on the server. Could do with a new sight for my M4. I must admit, I am somewhat disappointed by when I actually got to use that M4. I know I'm a rubbish shot, but I went through 3 30-round clips, at sort of like this range, here to that chair, in fact here to that corner of that table, like doing this, and it took about 3 clips to kill him. And that's not good, because that's not really... So maybe something like the SK might be a better weapon for me. So maybe that's what I need to do. And there's a zombie. I think the SK is more likely to be found in a domestic building like this one than it is in military. And there are at least 3 of those buildings in this town, so hopefully we can pick up an SK. I've got the ammunition for it. I need to refill my water bottle. Might be in the school, might not, in the music school. Let's have a little look in here. Payday mask. Ooh, Mosin. I think I prefer the M4 to the Mosin, although the Mosin's a lovely weapon. No, I'll remember it's here, but I think I prefer the M4 to the Mosin. But it's the SK I want to have to play with, because that's a semi-automatic or a repeating rifle. I wish they would they'd find a better interface than this scroll wheel thing. Always got to maintain your water. You're only taking sips. Right. That's gone red. Let's leave that now. I suppose it could be there could be one in here. I know the PU scope goes on the SKS, but I don't think the heavily magnified scope does. See, you now got smoked visors. So maybe if I want an SK, I really have got to start looking through these houses, because I hadn't anticipated a Mosin being in that. Blue trousers. What condition are they in? Pristine. Worn. Let's see if I can do this properly this time without losing half a load of stuff. Again, trying to go for a slightly more civilian look rather than military. I have no idea whether or not that... I think people are automatically applying the old sort of bandit status thing to people. Where you'd see someone, you could tell whether someone was a player killer by the clothing they wore. Let's do this little group of big houses. That's the most likely to yield. Always come into this room, never find anything. Come into this room, never find anything. But it is a good opportunity to look out of windows. Now you see, did I just run straight past that hat on the way in without noticing it? Cowboy hat. So mine, badly damaged, worn. We're going. Howdy, partner. What are you? Water purification tablets. Don't think they work. They will at one point. There will come a point when water purification tablets are going to become really important. My stomach status has gone back to stuffed rather than have a look down the long runs for movement. Yeah, it's gone from the dangerous full belly to the less dangerous. A banana. Lovely. Take an opportunity to have a look around in the countryside. Still not quite sure how far you can see when it comes to player activity. How big is the network bubble? Oh, I heard a zombie. More SK. Oh, I suppose I better take him if I'm aiming to get one. Now I was saying something and I completely lost my track. Now I've got loads of those. Yes, talking about the network bubble, just remember what I was talking about. So the network bubble is supposed to be about 2 kilometers. I think it's supposed to be about 2 kilometers. So you can see, you will see someone 1,000 yards or 1,000 meters away. Have I just fallen through the floor? That's better. Yes, you'll see someone who's 1,000 meters away, but if they take one step back, they'll disappear. Now it's still green. Remember that soda cans don't just give you liquid, they also give you energy. Something worth remembering. I'll tell you what, if I do find that SKS, whoever finds my M4 is going to have a good day. Right, and that was enough to bump me up to the dangerous stuffed. See any room up here? Let's go across to the pub. Pubs in the mod always used to be good places to get stuff, but they don't seem to be quite as good. So there's another sewing kit. And it's in pristine condition, and mine is worn. Thought so. So swap those over. Have I got room for that in there? No. Yes. Look, there wasn't anything there. There. I sort of miss the crawling around bit, or not crawling, having to be stealthy. That the way you avoided zombies by being stealthy, that you just don't have to do anymore. Well, just notice I've got that there. So I was playing at night last time I was on. Yeah, I sort of missed that, the sort of crouching and walking. Hello, what are you? Oh, you're a Mosin. It's a lovely weapon. I've never fired one in real life, but I wouldn't mind having a go. I've fired Lee Enfields, but Never a Mösennegant. Do I want to go through every single sodding building? No, I'm too bloody lazy. Oh dear. I'm my own worst enemy. I have this insatiable desire to loot, but not that much. Apparently you can... I don't know, I need to do a little more investigation about the... see, we've got the hard hats. About the eating berries. Because I'm sorry guys, but that is an apple tree. Yeah? Apples. Do I get any option to harvest the apples from the apple tree? Nope. Slow walking zombie. Look at that, this distance you can see that building up there. Isn't that amazing? Now this is how the mod is different. He's tagged onto me from this distance. I was going to say the difference between the mod and standalone is at this distance he could tag onto me, and there he did. He tagged onto me. He saw me straight through the bloody wall. That I think woke somebody else up. I think it did. I think it woke somebody else up. Ah, there she is. That was a waste of bullets. A baseball bat, I suppose, better than nothing, but... shotgun shells and the... I was being told by my friend Little Hugh that there's the rifle with the over-under loading is really nice weapon, but it's a bugger to load. Right, what your condition? Damaged, pristine. So okay, let's do this. Jump to there. See, there's method in my madness. Still not got cooking. I think that's going to be a lot of fun when we do. You know, cook your rice up. Maybe you'll digest it faster. Dunno. But I think, yeah, I think I will go over to the SKS rather than this M4. I mean, it serves my purpose really well, but that thing last night, well not last night, over the weekend, when I was playing and killed that bandit, yeah, I wasn't overly impressed with the accuracy or the thing, although it was very nice to be able to fire that many bullets. But I did have to fire. I did end up firing a lot of bullets because I got a bit panicky. Now that's a down jacket. I don't think they've got many pockets. No, they haven't. And I think it's in very bad condition. Ooh, it's badly damaged. Now, do I have to have it in my possession? Ooh, no, it's huge as well. Do I have to have it in my possession to be able to repair it? No, it wasn't. It was this one, wasn't it? Oh, sewing kit cannot be used to mend the green down jacket. Solves that problem. I might go over to something like the green down jacket. But there was one someone told me that you can't... There's... Oh... I think someone said with the green down jacket you can't have the UK assault vest on. Again, so not only do you lose one pocket by having that jacket, you lose, like, 8 others because you can't have the assault vest on. So... Yeah. Haven't found a PE scope for this rifle I haven't found yet. If that makes sense. That didn't make much sense. As sentences go, that didn't make a great deal of sense. Another sewing kit. Nicely designed. Looks pretty. And a silly mask. Some sticks. Looks like a damaged sewing kit. Oh well. This always used to be a good room in the early days, but not anymore. Don't know why I picked that up. It's just like habit now. This is about where I used to find the bicycle in the old server. Yeah. Would have been just here was the bicycle spawn. I know this town has changed out of all recognition, but going by the lay of the land, you used to run. There was a little black, low-level log cabin just there. I'm sure it was just there. And just here was a bush and a little shed. You used to run past them and often see a bicycle in there. How we used to play the game. And again, if they're in the game, we should be able to harvest them and eat them. Nice little bit of industrial here. Oh yeah, and buckets. I want to be able to do something with buckets. Not sure what I want to do with a bucket. But someone's gone to the trouble of making them. Will someone please go to the trouble of making someone to make them useful? And this is, I always think, is a little funny. The only enterable one of the few enterable buildings in the mod, and I've never seen loot in it. You know, one of the buildings they had to do the least work on, because, hey, this is exactly what it looked like in the mod, except for I think those doors weren't open. But it never has loot, or at least I've never seen loot. That's one heck of a beam, isn't it? What's this roof designed to hold up? Bloody car park. I mean, that beam would shame bloody Victory. Good grief! I just noticed how chuffing huge that beam is. Oh well. And again, these used to be a lot better. I don't think these have any opening doors. No. Never owned a Skoda. Suppose there's a couple more buildings worth having a look at. Yeah. Ooh, mouldy old apple. Shades. Yeah, I got shades on. I got my rocket aviators. Did I do that one? Can't remember now. I'm going mad. Yes, it's where I started, wasn't it? So let's nip in here, and we shall see what we can find. I don't normally do houses, but then I'm after a weapon that doesn't spawn, I don't think spawns very often in military. It's more like the Mosin spawns in the civilian areas, because obviously a World War II era weapon is not likely to be used by current military. Occasionally you get things on those. Well, you did. I don't know if you still do. You get quite puffed out, you're running around with your weapon in your hands, the way I am at the moment. If you just like run, that's a bad condition. If you just run with nothing in your hands, you don't get puffed out in the way that my character is. You can hear him huffing and puffing. Always like to look out of windows. So, well, definitely not having any stability issues, not had much, if any, frame rate stutters. Love those posters, aren't they fantastic? If Bohemian were to start reproducing some of the artwork from the game, you could have that on your wall, couldn't you? That would be pretty cool. I'd have it on my wall. I mean, some of I keep on doing it. Walking straight past that corner, it's often got things in it. Ooh, a little bit of medical saline bag. Do I carry? I suppose I could carry a saline bag, couldn't I? It doesn't hurt. Wait, open. Thank you. Again, bugger all. And again, nothing but a nice window, except for it's just the wrong. Yeah, I'll do. I mean, I can't imagine them selling the plates, but although actually, if they were just blue and white, the wife would like them. They're very ornate. But yes, some of the artwork, some of the posters and things, that could be quite a lot of fun. Ooh, a shovel. Looks, God, it's a beaten up old shovel, isn't that? Can of the beans. Still got the stuff status. I must admit, if I'd done a more systematic search rather than just picking likely looking buildings, I might have a better job at doing this, but ooh, there's some snazzy looking trainers. Men wear boots. Dee-dee-dee. That's some badass curtains there. Oh, you can see, not quite into the military. I always like the idea of trying to find spaces where you can be to overwatch something else. One of these houses might actually have a nice little spot to go and check, because the possibilities of being able to look at a place quietly, like, you know, lightning rod. Yeah, to overlook a place quietly without causing, without them having any chance of seeing you, to me sounds like quite a good idea. Ooh. Bloody zombies. There's quite zombies at church. I don't know. What's it say about church? There's normally one around here as well. No, not this time. Now, here's the thing. Yes, I did go through that one. I'll go give myself the poos there by not realising that's one I've already checked. Well, if you watch my videos, you can guess what's going to happen now. I am going to log out. Don't have the stuffed mark, so I'm going to eat. Find my favourite little corner. Right, what have I got to eat? I have some spaghetti. Now, one of the things he did say in that video about health and things is that healthy is bugged. And by that I mean it doesn't go away properly. You have to be injured and then its status to be updated. So, yeah, a little confusing. I'll do my best to remember to link his videos and his channel at the very least, so you can watch some of his health and medical related videos, because they are very good. So, you don't need to watch munch all this lot. I will love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye bye.